Hello, this is Jacqueline with Zooli Web Solutions, and in this video I will be demoing the Podio to QuickBooks Online workspace provided by Zooli. In this workspace, you will see 7 apps: invoices, bills, customers, vendors, products and services, line items, and settings. These are the apps required in order to pass information between Podio and QuickBooks Online. The first step to getting this workspace set up is to fill in the customers, vendors, and products and services with all of your data. If you have existing data within your QuickBooks Online account, QuickBooks Online does have an export function which you could use to then import those values into Podio via the Excel import tool. In this guide, I'm just going to create a few examples to show you how information is passed from Podio to QuickBooks Online. We'll start with customers. Click the green Add Customer button and put in your customer name. You can fill in the customer contact information. And once you're done, you can hit Save, and this information will be passed to QuickBooks Online. Once it's complete, you'll see that a QuickBooks customer ID is assigned to the customer. This means the flow has successfully ran and the customer has been created in QuickBooks. The same can be done for your vendors. Navigate to your vendors app and click on Add Vendor. Go ahead and click Save. And similar to with the Customers app, you will see that an ID is assigned to the vendor. The next step is to add your products and services. From this app, click on New Item and enter the item name. I'm just going to add one as a test, give it a cost, and then hit Save. And just like customers and vendors, you will see a QuickBooks ID populated once the item has successfully been created as a product or service within QuickBooks Online. Once these are all filled out, you're ready to create invoices or bills. I'll walk through an example invoice create. From the Invoice app, click on Add Invoice. And from here, you'll see a drop-down with each of your customers. Fill in some information for the invoice and create line items for each line item in your invoice. From here, you'll see your product or service. Enter your quantity. The line cost will calculate automatically, or you can fill it in if you'd like. And then hit Save and Return. Then you'll see your line item populated on your invoice. And once you've created all the line items required, you can hit Save Invoice. You can set up custom triggers to send the invoice over to QuickBooks. For example, you can set up the invoice to auto-send as soon as the invoice is created in Podio, or you can use the QuickBooks status field here to click Send to QuickBooks, which is the trigger that I have set up in this particular workspace. So once I hit Send, I can see that the QuickBooks status gets automatically switched to Sent to QuickBooks once it has successfully sent over. And I see the link to QuickBooks invoice has been populated with a link so that I can easily access the invoice that was created. So here in my invoice, I can see my customer that was created via Podio with all of their contact information, and I can see my invoice created with the line item, quantity, and amount. And from here, I can save and send the invoice to the customer. Bills works exactly the same way as invoices, except you are creating expenses for vendors instead of with customers. So that concludes our demonstration. If you would like some assistance getting this workspace up and running, or If you would like some help building customization on top of this workspace, please don't hesitate to get in touch with Zooli by contacting us at zooli.io.